Hi, and thank you for taking a couple of minutes to explore the SimplyMerit application with me today. This video is going to be very, very high level. I'm going to run through it in a scenario sort of approach, not nearly touching on, we'll barely touch 20% of the functionality in the tool from the manager's perspective, but I'll try to call out some highlights that really make SimplyMerit stand out. So let's go ahead and dive in. I've logged in as Kiana, so I'm functioning as Kiana today, who's a VP of Finance. She's mainly going to work in a couple of screens here, the My Org and My Team screen. My Org is her span of control view, so see her direct reports, what's happening there, see her indirect reports as well, and be able to really understand what's happening in her part of the organization. And then when we jump over to the My Team screen, that's where she's doing her planning across her direct reports. So let's dive in. So she comes in, she can see that she started doing some planning here for merit adjustments with her direct reports. Her overall budget is showing at a little bit less than half. And then her span of control budget, she can track and monitor to see how everyone rolling up underneath her, how that budget roll up is happening, again, across her span of control. So tremendous budget visibility. And as you notice, we come down and start to navigate the hierarchy underneath Kiana and then hierarchy underneath Frida, etc. Every level of management has that manager's span of control metrics and direct reports metrics. Very, very good budget visibility throughout the process. So let's go ahead and go over to her planning screen, the My Team screen. And today we're just going to explore the salary and bonus side. We'll save equity for another video. But she's already started doing some planning here, made some adjustments for Frida. Caitlin really hasn't touched Teresa here. So let's go ahead and make an adjustment to Teresa's compensation. Notice that I can, as I'm typing things in, everything adjusts automatically, and I can work in any of the fields and everything cross-calculates appropriately. Tremendous support for prorations, probably the best proration engine in the industry here. And then you can plan in local currency at the employee level. And everywhere we're doing roll-ups, it's going to roll up to the base company currency, which in this case is US dollars. So she's set on this page. Likely will want to come back and further review and maybe make some more tweaks and adjustments. But when she's ready to submit for the approver, all she needs to do is click submit. It starts the approval workflow engine directly for her. Now, on the bonus side, we really have a very, very flexible bonus process here. It's all driven based on your data, so you're not having to redefine bonus programs that you've defined somewhere else in the tool and then load into that. Instead, we're just pulling the bonus definitions that you've defined somewhere, loading it in, and doing a great job presenting a nice, easy to understand interface here. Lines that you don't want managers to touch are locked. So company bonus line is locked, but we're really looking to collect, did Frida hit 100%, 110% of her individual bonus goals, collect that information, update everything in real time, and then have that same save and submit for the approval workflow. So again, we'll leave this in this pending or awaiting submission state right now. And let's go back over to the My Org and continue on her journey. So she's done a little bit more work, but not quite ready to submit. But she also notices that she's got a few pending tasks. So in Frida's case, the bonuses have been approved, but there's a pending approval for salary changes. Clicking on that button will take you into the approval screen, automatically placing you on the salary tab where you have the options to make changes before approving it, approve it as it stands, or reject it. That's a general workflow of SimplyMerit and giving you a flavor of how that functions for managers. The key is simple, easy to use, very flexible, very configurable screens in terms of what you're showing, what you're hiding, what you're calling things, etc. So please reach out to us for more information. Best way to get a hold of us is on our website, morganhr.com. Thank you.